Rosie O'Donnell protected Britney Spears more.
Jamie Foxx was recently
Video of Doja Cat is crazy.
This one's an Edfu temple, and it's a...
Someone said the Smithsonian must have missed one. Look at what this person finds in this crevice while in Mitora, Greece. A giant skull that fell down who knows how long ago. And if you look, they're about 100 yards away from this crevice. So that head is estimated to be twice the size of a human skull, which is exactly how many different ancients described the size of some giants. Twice the size, some were 3 times the size, double rows of teeth. Look at this freaking thing, dude. Giant skull found in Greece. And guess what? The ancient Greeks talked all about freaking giants. Also note, you can't really get up here. This isn't part of the tour. It's kind of a spire sticking up out of the ground. And furthermore, the person who uploaded this said that God guided their gaze to this spot. They saw it with their eyes first, and then they said, hold on a sec, zoom in. It's a freaking giant skull. And by the way, before you think, that's impossible, dude, look up the newspaper articles since the 1800s. There's been hundreds of articles about giant bones, giant skulls, everything found, boom, bang, bing, all across the United States, all across Europe, let alone the ancient texts like the Bible, and even the Quran talks about it. I'm pretty sure even the freaking Talmud mentions giants. It was common knowledge back then. Cain and Abel, you got Jack and the Beanstalk. How many fairy tales? I'm just reading fairy tales now, and I'm seeing that so many of them are talking about giants. Fairy tale. They duped us, man. People thinking giants didn't exist or weren't real, yada yada. They freaking were, but the problem is that if you find out that giants are legit, it'll make you question the official narrative of how history unfolded, and their whole charade falls down. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and follow for more.
Yo, 100% Giants believer. I'm kind of going like, hey, did someone like handcraft this and like go on a rock climbing thing and just like start chiseling away? Because like, why would they just leave it there? Why wouldn't they make it disappear like all the other giant stories that we used to read about that now we can't even find the evidence? Welcome back, goons. You're watching Explore the Weird. Hey, how's it going? The giants are as real as the dinosaurs. You don't understand. They're real. Hey, I got some more creepy, weird, strange For You page content. Let's get right into it.
Tedi Ganja crew, triple cheese. Hey. Woo. Yeah, let's go to the mountain. Yeah.
I am not the person that wrote this text over this video, so I apologize for the word dome-tards. What y'all think about this video? Oh God. It's water! Oh my God, it's water! I don't know if this is real or not. I just think that it's trippy that this was posted 4 days before I posted this video.
This video is of my bro Cam that he sent me of his halo. And also, he aims the camera up at the sky and catches this phenomenon. Look at the hexagons in the sky. Some kind of grid or screen, or what is that?
What is going on right now? What the don't see the honeycomb?
Does anybody know what the deal is with this wall? King Kong breaks a wall. A dome, to be exact. Hexagons. Katniss Everdeen breaks a wall. Once again, this was a dome. And once again, there are hexagons. And I hadn't even seen this yet. To me, that just feels like puzzle pieces are falling together into place, right?
People believe that Rosie O'Donnell protected Britney Spears more than her own parents did, and I was so confused about that until I found these old clips.
Now, this is really great for all the stalkers who sneak backstage. These are really helpful. It'll give you the exact directions to her dressing room. Frankly, I don't think this should be up here. Maybe it's me, but in fact, I'm just going to remove this because you know what? No one needs to know where her dressing room is. All right? I'm just taking, I don't want any stalkers to know where her dressing room is, if a stalker ever got in here. They're basically saying, stalkers, this way. Do you know what I mean? No one needs to know that. Brittany knows where her dressing room is. What's this lockdown thing? It's disturbing me.
No, I'll explain it to you.
Okay.
Usually, like a normal day for me, I get up, like the other day, it was a Rolling Stone interview for 3 hours. Then I come to the venue and I have 2 hours of press.
Were they nice to you?
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Don't worry.
And then I have a meet and greet, and it's just like confusion all day long. And I really time by myself, like 2 hours before the show, is so like sacred. Like my time alone is so sacred now.
What do you do?
I just really focus about, what I'm about to do on stage. Me and Julianne, my makeup artist, she does my makeup. We just goof around.
Oh, so you are getting makeup done?
Yeah, I'm not completely alone. Yeah.
All right, because I was worried. I thought, I don't know what she's doing in there alone. I hope it's nothing synthetic. I didn't know. I thought, why? I mean, alone. I'm so neurotic that I don't think I've been alone in the last 20 years for more than 5 minutes in an elevator. All right, honey, you have a good show. I'm going because it's almost lockdown.
If you found an island that was full of blue people and surrounded by sea monsters, what would you do? So according to both ancient Greek and Roman literature and maps, there was this place called Thule that in modern times we've never been able to find. They described it as a place beyond the borders of the known world and said it was located furthest north of any land and that it was surrounded by sea monsters according to their maps. This place was said to be the home of a race of blue people who many people think was a real-world tribe called the Picts, who were covered in blue tattoos and lived in northern Scotland. According to mythology, the blue people were forced out of Thule after having a war with dwarves inside of Inner Earth. A lot of people theorize that Thule was either Iceland or that it was completely sunk into the ocean because of a plate shift, but based on the amount of historical figures that talked about it, it very likely did exist. What do you think?
Wait, I've been getting content about this 8th continent or something, Zealandia. Regardless, it's like, hey, could it be that? Oh man, I'm just trying to figure it out. It's like another one of those puzzles, just like those civilizations that continue to disappear, leave these things behind, and we can never figure out how they were. Okay, cool. It sounds like Rosie O'Donnell was much better than us when it came to protecting Brittany, and I'm just like, let's leave Brittany alone. But hey, she already doing a good job. It sounds like she knew the things back then. She knew exactly how to prevent the stalkers from finding her. Oh boy. Look at Brittany now. Is she still with us? Is she still alive? Sorry. They keep trying to tell me it's an AI filter and that the Brittany that we see now is not really. Sorry. It's really spiraling. I had no clue about the firmament versus dome, and we'll see. Time will only tell. When the floods come back, that's when we'll. Sorry.
What the actually happened between you and Sophie Rain?
Well, we had this trip planned, and she just told me a week before that we weren't going to go anymore, and then she still went with her cousin Peter, and I just seen it on social media, and it was really disappointing.
I'm gonna cut you off. Both. What? No one cares if you didn't go to the Bahamas with your ass out in a bikini. No one gives what actually happened. I can tell by your face that's not what happened.
Well,
oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you upset.
What really happened was way deeper. I didn't really plan on really telling social media, but
the whole world wants to know.
So we were on a family trip. It was her family and my family, and asked to take down one of our collab photos on. And my little brother was like, "What is she talking about? What do you mean?"
Wait, your family doesn't know?
No, I never told them.
And one of the more recent revelations was magnetohydrodynamic air-breathing propulsion and power for aerospace applications. This was Paul Sizz again. What I found out from this was that they can essentially use air as their fuel source. And so they can create a laser, free electron laser that zaps the air and combines that with an onboard chemical. And that can be used as the fuel source, which means they don't need engines, they don't need rockets on their rocket things filled with fuel anymore. So this hypersonic design was based on the scramjet and ramjet hypersonic vehicles, mainly from Russia. One of the planes known as the Ajax. And once again, it uses a non-equilibrium plasmas. It actually shoots a laser in front of them, creates a plasma sheath, and these plasma sheaths reduce drag. So it allows the craft to move forward faster. And one of the big questions there is, why is the plasma reducing the drag? From the zero-point energy perspective, we can understand it. There's manipulating the zero-point energy. It's pushing away the zero-point energy means there's no inertia. There's no resistance anymore.
I feel like we're in a time where these things are going to start showing their faces. People have been experiencing things that they can't explain.
Yes.
Anything from, you know, cryptozoology to the dog man, the Bigfoot, these creatures that theoretically shouldn't exist, abductions, the mind-bending trip that goes on with the abduction stuff. Because recently, twice with a woman, her name's Fringe from X, but I think somebody else brought something up recently too. This idea that during the abduction, these entities, now she's going through these abductions, and her story is basically she's a retired police officer. In 2020, she found herself sitting at home because she wasn't allowed to do anything in Idaho, I think, for a 2-week period.
Right.
So she started journaling her dreams that she thought were dreams.
Yeah.
And turns out through the journaling, revealing things, she realized these aren't dreams. These are actually happening to me. Her husband has shared experiences. But one of the things she talks about is this idea that these entities, and I say entities very strategically,
Sure.
because she went from a Calvinistic background to atheistic, because when she started having these revelations, she's like, oh my gosh, like, and she went to like atheism and then into New Age. And then with these spirit guides talking to her, she connected dots. She's like, wait, if you're telling me that and that's true, that means God is true. And she went right back into the grace of God. She has these experiences that she's talking about from a Christian perspective. She says that either she experienced or she's seen it, or something with this idea of soul sucking. They have technology in these other realms that are like sucking the souls out of people and repurposing them, which goes into her theory of the possibility of this idea of reincarnation. And when you hear that, you're like, that's wild. You know, like I've told her, I was like, that I don't even know how to perceive that, right? Until a few weeks ago, I had a guy in here, his name's Seth. He's from Virginia, and we were talking about ancient historical dogman. And for thousands of years, there's been documentation of explorers and stuff coming across people that have dog heads. He has the Latin documents that he's been going through.
Yeah.
It's wild, right? And it's all covered up stuff, right?
Yeah.
Somehow we got on this topic, and he recently just got hired by his church just to answer Bible questions, because they have so many people asking Bible questions that they're like, hey, you're 25, you're single, you're not married, and you seem to really like this stuff. You want to? And they're like, yeah. So he went from doing like cybersecurity to working at his church answering Bible questions. So his job is to study.
I love it.
When I brought this up, he referred to, I think it's Ezekiel 18:13. I think God's talking to female witches. It talks about them making bands for the wrist, magical bands for the wrists, where they are hunting for the souls of his people.
I'm so confused. I feel like I learned nothing. So there's some technology that like transfers souls from one container to another. I use the term container because that's what Bob Lazar said. And it started to make a lot of sense, especially if that's the type of tech that they possess. But like the dogmen, they did that too. So like one of you could just be in the skin of a human, but you're actually a dogman of sorts. And now we have those humans that pretend to be dogs and like do a... Sorry, there's a whole thing with humans pretending to be dogs, and like it turns into you gotta walk them out, you gotta sorry, it's a whole thing. Cool. Was element 115 used in like the propulsion, or was it just all like magnetic related? The guy trying to explain all the like levitation stuff on the UAPs, like I feel like you know your stuff, but I just don't know if I can comprehend what you know. I'm just like, cool. That's wild. Now, how do we make it available to everybody? I'm ready to float. I'm ready for no inertia. And then when it came to that, like Sophie Rain girl, not really sure what's going on, but hopefully, hey, your side is heard and you got the post taken down like you wanted. Because hey, if she doesn't respect you, who does she respect? And by the way, talking about respect, thank you for making it to this point in the video. Hey, I need you to do the things, which is just watch more Teddy videos. That's all the algorithm wants you to do. You don't even have to interact, it says. They just need to keep clicking the Teddy thumbnails and watch the Teddy videos more than 50% of the way through. I appreciate you. Thank you.
It's a place called Amurumuru, which is this T-shaped doorway cut on the hillside of sandstone on the edge of Lake Titicaca. And the last time I was there with the group, only a few days before, someone had literally been sucked into the portal, disappeared, and they had to file a police report because the guy was missing at the hotel, and they had to account for why one of the people in the group was missing. And my guide there, he's very aware of what goes on in that portal, and even he doesn't go there anywhere near this place after the sun starts going down. And even I'm picking up on it as I'm there with him. And I said, no, let's come back in the morning. I feel like I'm being sucked into this thing. So either there's a teaching associated with it, or it's a vibrational element that helps you connect with the other world. And in this case, it's both. It's a place of teaching and it's also a live telluric current that flows through that shape. And under certain conditions, it will suck people in there, and they come back a couple of days later very dazed and confused, as this guy did.
You were never crazy. You were just awake too early in a world still dreaming. They told you to be quiet, to shrink, to forget. But something in you remembered. Not facts, not stories, but a feeling of another place, another sky, another you. They call it healing, we call it returning. Because you were never broken. You were just made for a world they don't want you to remember. And you're remembering it now. Welcome back, Flame.
Wait, what? I feel just as crazy as before. Is this lady real? I've been getting comments and people are like, hey, this lady may be AI. And I'm like, is she just like that paranormal lady that's also that we think is AI? Man, I feel like she's just a filter. But yeah, I guess where you were never crazy, you're just a goon. You stop it. You're in charge of your own timeline. You don't need anyone else. Oh boy. And then when it came to who is and what is part of your family, be careful of your food sources if you're not okay with that. I've been in some situations where I've seen animals partake in the same eating as humans, and some families are okay with that and some families aren't. I come from a family where I kind of am not okay with sharing with animals, and then also sharing those germs, but some people don't see it that way. Families, but I'm not one of them. But just because I'm not doesn't mean you're not. And when it came to that portal person, bro, I'm glad they come back, but it's like I ain't going to any tour. What was it like? The lake was called Tedi Ganja? Like what? Sounds real, but I'm like, it also sounds like a joke. And at the same time, if I'm going through a portal, I better be coming back, not days and confused back, but like just super happy and like informed. And I'm like, now can reveal all the secrets. Why do they never tell us that? All the ones that try to reveal the secrets just get silenced.
It's an interesting way of travel in Egypt, and it's not on a boat. It's in these are giant granite boxes. This one's in Edfu temple, and it's a throne. The temple itself shows you how to use these boxes for solar travel. You don't enter the temple from your temple, the two sides. You enter the temple from the center. Center is the corpus callosum that links the two hemispheres together. So symbolically, when you link the two hemispheres together, you earn yourself a wedget. Wedget comes out of the third eye, the one that can see the snakes. The wisdom of the snake is the physics of vibration today. Now the box is on the boat because the box carries you through the wormhole. That is the boat. That boat sits on the vibrations of the microcosm, the atomic, and the macrocosm, the galactic. So how do you interact with all this? The physical layers of your body are what you're inhabiting right now. The nervous system animates this matter using a mysterious force that science will not recognize. Closest analog that we have would probably be plasma. That invisible body is called the Merkaba. Mer being the light wave. The Ka and the Ba are your individual expression of the entire spirit of the universe. Merkaba is the vehicle used to surf those waves like Kelly Slater. Everything is working in torus or donut form. Electromagnetic link is the stream or channel that's created by the earth and the sun. If you're watching this video right now, you're on the shore, you're out of the stream. Enter the stream means to get in a boat.
Five signs it's time to switch up the scenery. Number one, no activity. Everybody vibrating at a low frequency where you at. The environment is trash. It's dead. So damn dead you can hear a pin drop. Change your damn scenery. That shit dry as fuck. Ain't nobody on shit. Number 2, awkward vibes. You know, when people start acting awkward and doing weird things for no reason, don't get mad. It's just time to change the scenery. Some of y'all might have to get passports because it's the whole damn country. It's not, you can go state to state all you want. Everybody the same way. It's the bug, the rash has spread it every state. The whole country is infested. Number 3, you feel out of place.
Y'all can't tell me that these two are the same people. Now, the same thing that ended up happening to Kanye West is the same thing that ended up happening to Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx was recently hospitalized and word got out that he told the cops that someone tried to kill him. And there's rumors and speculation that it could possibly be P. Diddy. A video recently got out of Jamie Foxx explaining all of the wild things that happened at P. Diddy's parties. And that during one of these parties, Nick Cannon was at his house when he was only 13.
And let's just be honest, they clone Tyrone is telling you the truth in plain sight. This guy ended up getting shot and then woke up the next day like nothing happened.
I went through something that I thought I would never ever go through. I didn't want you to see me with tubes. I went to hell and back, and my road to recovery had some potholes as well.
I understand that people change, but they do not change so drastically in a couple of months or maybe even a year. No.
Sounds like you haven't found out they do change and they get replaced, and sometimes they wear new skin, and sometimes they change the locations that they're at. Oh my god, what was the guy with the change the scenery, man? I'm just keep wanting to change the scenery, but I'm like, I'm cool with the scenery that I'm at. Like, why do I need to change if I'm cool with everything going on? Don't understand, but cool. I guess you got the solutions. Just change the scenery for everything. Base Forge. Wow, that is crazy. More people telling us about the containers. It's literally containers about everything. If it's not souls, it's consciousness. If it's not consciousness, it's plasma. If it's not plasma, it's UA. Sorry, everything's related to everything, and we're just trying to find out all the right answers. Those animations at the end were pretty cool.
Have you heard this idea that a dinosaur, at least modern people think today, that they were kind of reptilian and avian? They were like half bird, half reptile? If that's true, take that as a presupposition. Go to your Old Testament and think about what that would be, biblically speaking. And what it would be is an unclean thing, because it's a mixing of kinds.
Mixture.
And so that's a Genesis 6 thing. At the very least, the dinosaur represents, if not it actually being a literal chimera that was created by whatever, and that it actually became then a personification of all these other things in the physical realm.
You're not gonna like this, but most of your feelings are actually not real. So every time you feel something like anger, fear, or shame, your brain doesn't ask what's happening right now. It asks, what does this remind me of? And that's because emotions are not created in the present moment. They are recreation of past patterns stored in your brain's emotional memory centers. Here's how it works. Step 1, you experience something like someone ignores your messages. Step 2, your brain instantly scans your stored memories for anything similar. Step 3, if there's a match, like when your parents ignored you as a child, your brain starts replaying the stored emotional pattern. And step 4, your body then releases the same chemical cocktail of suffering, and you feel the exact same emotion as that past event 20 years ago. That's the shocking part. Your emotional life is mostly a feedback loop. In fact, when you feel fear, it's rarely because you're in danger. When you feel unworthy, it's rarely because someone made you unworthy. You're just feeling the ghost of a memory your body never finished processing. And this really makes you wonder how much of who you are today is actually just memory pretending to be you. Ever thought about
Name is
Wait, does it point to it being extraterrestrial, or does it just point to someone having like the CRISPR tech and ancient tech that could do the things? I mean, it could just always be us, as in the future, just doing the things to the past, just to like mess with us. CERN in the future messing up all the Earths, and then we're in the one that just collided, and now we're in the new. And that's why we got the Mandela effects. That's what they always say. All right, cool. I guess time will only tell. And I guess if we are memories, hey, I'm glad that you remember me. Are you going to watch more Teddy videos? That's all I really want to know. That's all the algorithm keeps telling me to remind you of. And I'm like, I think they are. And you are. The analytics are very happy. Thank you. I appreciate you. And when it came to what the understanding of dinosaurs, whether they were reptilian or flying, you know, when he asks, I'm like, dragons. Dinosaurs were dragons. But no, he took it to a whole new level. And I'm like, all right. I was thinking dragons, they were like flying and stuff. But no, I guess if you are cross of two things, that's not allowed. Like, what? That doesn't make sense. Then platypuses wouldn't be allowed either. They're a cross of many things.
Take a look at this. This is actually a Vajra. This device right here is a free energy device, and you're supposed to use ether to run this device. And this device right here is seen throughout history and everywhere. When I say everywhere, it's everywhere. But let's find out what it is. The Vajra weapon in Hinduism symbolizes immense power and strength, represented as Indra's thunderbolt. Down on the bottom it says, in Hindu mythology, the Vajra is a powerful, again, weapon having the combined features of a sword, mace, and a spear. A Vajra is a weapon used as a ritual object to symbolize both the properties of a diamond, indestructibility, and a thunderbolt, irresistible force. So here we got the Vajra is a weapon, sword, mace, and spear. Again, Vajra is a weapon and thunderbolt. What I found very intriguing.
Do you know that you've been deceived the way that you pray? You should never be praying like this. These are hand mudras. When you do this, this is the power mudra. This blocks all from getting within. This holds you in your power and your confidence. When you pray, you are supposed to pray with your hands up, receiving, and to the sky, to around you, never closed off.
This video of Doja Cat is crazy, y'all. The way Doja Cat answered this question was wild as fuck, y'all. So during this interview with Doja Cat, the lady that was interviewing her asked her, how do you feel about all these rumors saying that you're a devil worshiper? And instead of her saying, no, I'm not, or denying it, this is what she said, y'all.
Somebody who works in the store thinks you worship the devil. Mm-hmm. Is it inside of you to ever clear something like that up, or you kind of let that be fester in the world as it
Listen.
I think about it a lot. Really? I think about it almost every day. What part of it? Every single part. Every time. Every pinpoint of when that's happened to me down my career. Yeah. It's happened a lot. And I think it's not for me to prove to people who cannot or don't wish to listen.
Oh, we listen.
Harsh reality, but I'd like to stay there. And I feel comfortable there because...
No, we definitely listen. And we see too. And I know you didn't just answer the question. So that gives me everything I need to know. She had every opportunity during this interview to clear up that rumor, and she didn't. She could have clearly said no. But no. We all seen the symbolism that she be putting in her music during her live performances and everything. With the horns, the blood, the devil shit. Come on, y'all. It's not more obvious than that. So y'all tell me how y'all feel about this down below in the comments. Y'all think she is or she not?
I am not sure if she is or she isn't. I almost feel like she's playing a character and literally making it appear like she is because it's an incentive for her and she reaps the benefits by pretending like she is when she really isn't. But then again, I mean, others are like, who have we seen like that? Who was it? Ice Spice or like the Taylor Swift? Who was that? Sam Smith, Lil Nas X. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of all the people that like randomly. I mean, she hasn't completely. Wait, is Doja Cat the one that recently did? Okay, cool. All right, I guess time will only tell, but in the end, it's not affecting me, so don't try and push your stuff onto me, and I'm not going to push it onto you. That's basically the way I live. Oh, boy. Never knew about the praying, but I guess we're going to need a lot of prayers if this is, in fact, what's happening. Oh, boy, are we all praying wrong? Should we be correcting the way we pray? Should we start incorporating, like, different, like, we'll have, like, a universal, like, prayer of sorts or something, like the unifying prayer? We got to come up with like the goon way. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure it out. I just want to do it the right way to get the most benefit, but I feel like the prayers that I am doing are working. And when it came to the Vajra, yeah, 100%. I've read, I've seen, and I've seen the illustrations as well. When it comes to the Vajra, I'm not sure if it is a weapon that is being paraded of sorts, or if it really has all this lightning creation that they're saying. But I do know that even in our secret or military service, we have like rifle dances or like rituals that people do with their own rifles. So maybe the Vajra was used in ritualistic purpose of that sort. I'm just thinking, aka spiraling. Oh boy, guess what? You made it to the end. Hey, how'd you do? Are you thinking about the Vajras? Did he say spear weird? I swear it's spear, right? Spear. Yeah, regardless. Guess what? Thank you. I appreciate you. Hey, listen, there should be videos on the screen right now. Click on either one of them to continue that goon fix. The one in the middle, you can subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Triple cheese. Wake up, wake up.